I am an oncology nurse at First Ascents for my second year in a row. For me, First Ascents is what feeds me to go on as being an oncology nurse. I was kind of thrown into it last year, and what it did for me was probably kept me from burning out in my job. I've never lasted more than 5 years in an oncology position without just being so exhausted that I had to do something else for a little while. And this 1 week just gives me what I need to go back and be able to give to my patients, and what I see that it gives to these young people. I was fortunate enough to be part of the review process in reading these folks' applications and reading why they wanted to go to camp. And the common thread that I saw was, I'm afraid to try to achieve, I'm afraid to try to live my life, I don't know what's around the corner for me. And it really was an eye-opener for me, and to just sit back and be in the background and be here if they need a Band-Aid or an Advil and hopefully nothing more, and just see what this does for them. They come in here, they're terrified, they don't want to even try to do anything other than just day to day to day. And when they leave here and they've conquered this challenge, they keep going, and then instead of getting in a raft and taking the safe way, they kayak on. And I just picture in my mind them going back home and just pushing in and achieving and doing what it was that they were afraid to do before, and that's just what I get to go home with. There's not anybody who will not benefit from this camp. This is a group of people who may come in here feeling very strong and very confident, or exactly the opposite, where they have nothing. And they come in here, and my expectation when I came the first year was, I went to the airport to pick up a group, and it was really interesting because I thought, okay, this is going to be a clique, this is going to be a clique, this is going to be a clique. And it's not that. It's people who revel in each other's accomplishments. We get around the fire, or no fire, but our circles at night, and they're excited about what somebody else achieved. And it's just amazing how they uplift each other, and it's just incredible to me.
Well, I'm an oncologist. To me, cancer is a bunch of diseases that I've been battling with people for 30 years. That is a huge challenge for them, and in the age group that we're dealing with here in First Ascents, a challenge that they absolutely didn't expect to have to face at this young time in their lives, when they, like their peers, thought they were invincible. First Ascents is as good, if not better, a support program for folks with cancer as anything I've been around in the last 30 years. And the reason it's so great is because we do things differently from most support programs that I've had the pleasure of associating with. Instead of counseling, we help people convince themselves that they're still very capable human beings, regardless of what cancer has done in their lives, by presenting them with real and somewhat scary challenges to overcome. We help them and support them in overcoming it, but they know at the end of a camp that they've been the ones to do it. They're in that boat by themselves, and so that's a spectacular thing. And in addition, it also, for many of these young adult cancer survivors, is the very first opportunity for them to hang with their true peers, people in their age group who've gone through very similar experiences. The bonding that develops, the counseling that they do naturally amongst themselves just by talking, sitting around, shooting the bull, is one of the significant healing aspects of our programs.